Scott Schiller here for Ron Fitzpatrick Jeep Parts and Team G503 on YouTube. Kind of excited about this video because I found out that we're going to be eating with the Greeks in Crete. Pretty excited about it. Once again, I don't know whether I need glasses or I need some, to read the memos a little bit closer before I go ahead and make these videos. We're not going to eat with the Greeks in Crete. What we're really going to do is be installing the rear seat. There's a couple little things there. Kind of cool how it goes anyway. So I got a little excited, but I'm still excited to show this to you anyway. Let's dive right in. So I've got my rear seat here that we restored way back, and all we have to pay attention to in this video is this lower pipe here. If you notice, it extends past, and that fits in these two brackets that we also installed way back when we were doing the tub restoration. So basically, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take that pipe facing forward, so the hinge is facing to the rear, and then you're just going to slip that pipe down into those two brackets, and I'm just going to give it a little tap to make sure it stays secure. I've got a magnetic LED light set up here focused on that back corner. It's kind of dark in there. I want you to be able to see this. If you notice, there's a hole that's drilled right there into the side of where the toolbox is. That's where this little L bracket is going to be installed, and that's going to hold that bottom part of the seat or the pipe that I was talking about onto the tub there. So we'll have to open up the toolbox to assess the bolt from the inside, and we'll install the lock washer and the nut. The bolt size for these is 1/4 20 by 1/2 inch, and there is a regular standard lock washer and then the nut. So we'll install the bolt from the outside there so the head is facing the inside of the bracket there or the seat, as you can see, and then we'll reach inside the compartment, the toolbox compartment, and we'll install the lock washer and then the nut. I'm going to leave these loose for the time being, but I will show you inside there where that lock washer and nut goes. It's right inside there of the toolbox. Now we'll install the same L bracket on the driver's side and the passenger side here. They go the same way, and once you've got both those installed, then you can go ahead and tighten them down. Now you notice these two 1/4 20 inch studs that are welded to the back side of the Jeep, the tub there. You need to install the seat bracket that goes onto those studs. Now when I first looked at this, we've already got the seat in, and I don't want to tear up my paint on my nicely refurbished new seat, but that seat hook is going to go just like that on there. So I was kind of thinking to myself, how can I get these on without damaging or doing the least damage or scratching to my paint? So I figured I'd line one up like this and just see if I could do it. And then I got the idea that I could do both at the same time and just get those lined up. Now you've got two of these seat hooks, one for the passenger, one for the driver's side. So I'm going to fold the seat down and I'm going to put those just about where I think that they go on the seat there. And then I'm going to roll this backwards and try to line those holes up. This is going to get to be kind of funny in the end of the video, but this is how I did it. I figured if you put the brackets on first, there's no way you're going to get the seat in there and you're going to make a big mess trying to push it all through. So I'm trying to do this as neat and tidy again with the least bit of damage that I can do. I've got my lock washers and my nuts that go on these studs here all ready to go. And again, those are 1/4 20. So I've got them lined up on there where I think they're going to go, and just back the seat back up. I'm pivoting it there on the tube, and they lined up pretty easily. Now, the problem I have is that there's a small area between that seat bracket and that backside of that tub where I'm going to have to reach my hand down in there and get the lock washer and the nut on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with my fingers and I'm going to install the lock washer first and then spin the nut on. I'm really thinking in my head right now, how am I going to get a wrench down in there to tighten these up, and more so, how am I going to be able to paint these and make them match the OD green after I get them all installed. I figured I could have installed the brackets first and then slid the seat up in there and then put the L brackets on, but that would take a really high risk of me scratching my freshly painted brand new seat. Then I thought to myself, well, I've got these on tight enough. Why don't I just go ahead and see if I can't open up the seat and see what happens there? Now, they weren't all the way tight, so I struggled this just a little bit, but just pop the seat open, bam, clip it down there into the two brackets, and there we go. All my bolts and fasteners are exposed. I'll be able to get a wrench in there really, really easy, and more importantly so, because you know I like to paint my fasteners, I'll be able to prime and paint those after the fact, and I can always cover up that cushion with a drop cloth, A-OK, ready to go. So now I'll just go back with my socket and ratchet and I'll tighten everything down. When you're doing this, you want to keep your hand maybe perhaps on that hook just to make sure that you keep it straight there and it doesn't get kinked. There is a little bit of movement there in the bolts where they come off the back side of the Jeep and that hook. We'll just go ahead and tighten everything down here, then I'll prime them up and paint them, and I will call this seat successfully installed. There is a reason that this seat pivots up and down, as there's little accessories that go on the backside and underneath the seat. We will talk about that in the future because those implements and those tools that come with the Jeep are pretty exciting too. Thank you for watching. See you next time at Team G503. And that's it. Now you can kind of get that back seat in there. You can put the puppy dogs, you can put the kids, you can put the rest of the family, you can haul around a bunch more people, and it's absolutely fantastic. If you'd like to follow along, we're doing the videos on the Team G503 video series. I would like to encourage you to subscribe by hitting that subscribe button down there and hit that little bell next to it so you will get notifications of when we release new videos. Until next time, my friends, I'm kind of running out of goofy ideas. Maybe in the comments, give me another goofy idea. I don't know. Keep it safe and happy Jeeping.